So here, 2/17/2022, it's actually 12:41. I'm on my way to pick up this lady that's going to help me clean before the ambulance pulled out in front of me. I'm going up this road, and I decided to take a right-hand road. I don't know what made me do it, but I just felt I needed to make a turn because normally I would go around this way, but I turned and went up this road, and as I did, somebody suddenly was on my behind, and so I pulled over to let them by. I'm like, no, you ain't pushing me. Get on out of here. And as I did, a fire truck was coming up the road there, Old Alexandria. So this was very strange. So they, I'm going to stop it. They knew where I was at. I mean, can I prove that? No. But do I believe it? Yes. Because they're just suddenly behind me with their sirens screaming. You can't hear them for blocks and blocks and blocks coming. They're just suddenly flipped them on. Right here. Right here when I pulled over and to let these other cars by, I felt like I was being followed. I let these cars by. That's when I hear the fire truck flip on its sirens. Right here. So this is just before I picked her up. And the only way that they could find me like this is if they have some kind of tracker on my car. And I don't put it past these knuckleheads because they do crazy stuff around here. So they're very devious and conspiring. They like to plan evil to do. So I'm doing this kind of backwards because, and that was a red truck, so that probably was somebody with the fire department because they like to drive red trucks. So they're like, hey, she just came by here. Something like that. I mean, I don't know how they're doing it, but somehow they're tracking me. But I'm following my GPS to try to go to the woman's house. I've never been there before. And the GPS is just taking me all over the place. It was crazy. I should have went out by them Leatherwood. But this is a small 2-lane road. I mean, it's just a country bumpkin road in a bad area of town. And what's the likelihood that the fire department's just going to be out there and they just suddenly flip on their sirens when they're right behind me? Now, this guy, I will tell you this guy, because this is just before the fire truck comes at me. And I just passed a package store that's on Alexandria Road, and here's this man right here. He said that he used to work for the sheriff's department. So I would not doubt that he is hanging out right there and being some kind of scout for somebody. I don't know. I have no idea. There's crazy stuff. And he's kind of an alcoholic. He's like not right. You can tell that he drinks a good bit. So, in other words, the kind of person that would be up to something devious, possibly with a bunch of time on his hands.